Now downtown Toronto is almost like a ghost town. This shot is of downtown Toronto, right in the core, right by a lot of the major shopping centers and stuff like that. And I've walked through this intersection probably hundreds of times in my life, maybe 1,000 times. And I can tell you, 10 years ago, it didn't look like this. It was vibrant. People were walking around excited to be in Toronto. There were bumper to bumper traffic during the day, like every day. And now downtown Toronto is almost like a ghost town. But during the day, the vibrancy that Toronto once had is definitely gone. Like after living here for this long, I can definitely see that that's been confirmed. And I remember a time when it would be exciting, like, oh, let's go downtown Toronto, let's see what's going on. Everyone would want to get downtown to have a good time. And now it's almost as if you want to avoid a lot of places downtown. A lot of people are outside smoking, doing drugs, a lot of bad stuff. You got a lot of tent communities down here, and seeing what would be considered the star in the sky of Canada, what would be like the go-to place everyone wants to go to. Like, look, we have the Toronto Blue Jays on the brink of winning a World Series literally tonight. Yet this is what our city looks like. So for me, it's really important that if you're a Canadian and maybe you're a millennial, you're younger, it's important that we like recognize like, hey, like things are deteriorating literally around us. The way that we've been living, the type of work we've been doing, the industries that we've been putting all our efforts into, it doesn't work anymore. We need to sort of figure out what else can work, what other countries are doing to generate value, generate income for the people that live there. And it's really apparent to me like we need to have more considerations around technology. People in Canada need to get into technology. The rest of the world is racing into the space, be it crypto, blockchain, AI, hell, digital marketing. Now we're looking at borderline ghost towns because the industries that we've relied on are quite literally failing. So, if you're in the real estate space, the manufacturing space, you probably have seen this firsthand. And if you are, if you're in any industry in Canada, you probably know like, hey, the technology or at least the adoption of it is seldom, if not non-existent. So we really need to pay attention and start to do better, guys, because what you see here in this picture, it's probably going to look even worse, a few years down the line if we don't do something now.